Okay students, now we will be doing the second part of the video, that is the clause. Now clause are also group of words just like the phrases. Phrases were group of words which did not have a subject or a verb. Now clauses are group of words which have a subject and a predicate. It can be a sentence in itself or a part of a big sentence. First example, see, the student went home with a when the bell rang. In the sentence, now went and rang are different subjects, the students and the bell. Therefore, the sentence can be of two clauses. Now, main clause and subordinate clause. Now, basically clauses are two. It can be the main clause and a subordinate clause. In your book, examples are given. Everything is very clear in the book. So you can consult your book also after watching the video, or when you are watching the video, you can keep your book along with you. Now, he will get good marks if he works hard. The first clause, he will get good marks, is a complete in itself. It is making complete sense, but it can also stand individually or it can be a part of the other sentence. If he works hard, so it is basically a part of a sentence also, and if you take it individually also, it is a complete sentence. So that is what it is called the main clause, because it can be a part of the sentence and it can stand independently also. Now in the same sentence, if I talk if he works hard, now this is only a part of the previous sentence. It cannot stand individually. So this is called your subordinate clause. Now kinds of clause, just like phrases, this is also adjective clause, adverb clause and noun clause. Now if I talk about adjective clause that describes a noun or pronoun and acts like an adjective. The boy, this is the boy who helped me in the hostel. I entered a room that was completely dark. In these sentences, the clause who helped me in the hostel that was completely dark describes the boy and the room. So it is called your describing clause. They are describing, so they are adjectives. So they are adjective clause. Now comes is the adverb clause. Adverb clause are same thing, they are doing the work of an adverb. An adverb clause is a group of words that has a subject and a predicate of its own and acts like an adverb. Golu was sad because he had lost his toy. In the sentence, because he had lost his toy modifies the adverb sad. Hence, it is an adverb clause. Now, noun clause. Noun clause is a group of words which contains a subject and a predicate of its own and does the work of a noun. I know that India will win the match. That India will win the match is the object of the verb know and does the work of a noun. Therefore, it is a noun clause. Now students, don't get confused. The phrase and the clause both are group of words. Again I am repeating, but phrases are not complete in itself. It does not have a subject or a verb, but clauses can be a part of a sentence or a sentence in itself. Now if we talk about adjective clause, adverb clause or noun clause, it is just like adjective phrase and adverb phrase and noun phrase. The thing is that adjective clause are doing the work of adjective, adverb phrases are clauses are doing the work of adverb, noun clause is doing the work of noun, and you all know what are adjective, adverb and noun, so do not get confused with it. Now let's switch on to exercises. Exercise 2.5. Underline the main clause and circle the subordinate clause in the following sentence. Now in this you have to underline the main clause and circle the subordinate clause. I told you main clause means which can stand individually also, or it can be a part of the whole sentence. But subordinate clause is only a part of the main clause. It cannot stand individually. Sentence number 1. You will get good marks if you work hard. Underline you will get good marks and circle if you work hard. Second sentence. When the teacher entered the class, everyone greeted him. Circle when the teacher entered the class. Underline everyone greeted him. Third sentence. You must wait here until I come back. Underline you must wait here. Circle until I come back. Fourth sentence. I don't know yet whether I can come to your party. Underline I don't know yet. Circle whether I can come to your party. Fifth sentence. Since I came to India, I have not played football. Circle since I came to India. Underline I have not played football. Sentence number 6. You must call me as soon as you get home. Underline you must call me. Circle as soon as you get home. Seventh sentence. Since it had started to rain, we decided not to play. Circle since it had started to rain. Underline we decided not to play. Eighth sentence. I will be very happy if I get selected in the team. Underline I will be very happy. Circle if I get selected in the team. Ninth sentence. I went to bed after I had done my homework. Underline I went to bed. Circle after I had done my homework. Sentence number 10. When I lived in Tokyo, I played tennis every day. Circle when I lived in Tokyo. Underline I played tennis every day. Exercise 2.6. Underline the noun clause in the following. Now remember, I told you noun clause is doing the work of a noun. First sentence. Samantha is not responsible for what Olive did. Underline what Olive did. Second sentence. Suman wonders if Preeti knows how to cook. Underline how to cook. We have no idea where the baby is. Underline where the baby is. Fourth sentence. Whether my sister can find a better job is not certain. Underline whether my sister can find a better job. Fifth sentence. Sakshi is valuable of what she knows about database searching. Underline what she knows about database searching. Sixth sentence. Do you know where Lovina lives? Underline where Lovina lives. Seventh sentence. Ask the students what they thought about the movie. Underline what they thought about the movie. Eighth sentence. Can you tell me what time it is? Underline what time it is. Ninth sentence. Why you did not hire me is hard to understand. Underline why you did not hire me. 10th sentence. Do you know where Manish went last night? Underline where Manish went last night. Now exercise 2.7. Underline the adverb clause in the following. Now adverb clause means it is doing the work of an adverb. It is explaining the verb. First sentence. I waited for my father until he arrived. Underline until he arrived. Second sentence. He hid his purse where no one could find it. Underline where no one could find it. Third sentence. I left a message for him because he was not there. Underline because he was not there. Fourth sentence. We eat so that we may live. Underline so that we may live. Fifth sentence. He was so tired that he could hardly stand. Underline that he could hardly stand. Sixth sentence, if you eat too much, you may fall ill. Underline, if you eat too much. Seventh sentence, though he started early, he finished late. Underline, though he started early. Eighth sentence, do not go until I get ready. Underline, until I get ready. Now, exercise 2.8, underline the adjective clause in the following sentences. Now, adjective clause means they are doing the work of an adjective. First sentence, the plan that I proposed was accepted by all. Underline that I proposed. Second sentence, the girl who stood first in the class is my sister. Underline who stood first. Third sentence, the forest through which we travelled was dark and horrible. Underline through which we travelled. Fourth sentence, my uncle who lives in Kanpur is a businessman. Underline who lives in Kanpur. Fifth sentence, this is the same house that the terrorist occupied. Underline that the terrorist occupied. Sixth sentence, this is the same story that we have been hearing since childhood. Underline that we have been hearing since childhood. Seventh sentence, he is talented sportsman who will surely win medal at the Olympics. Underline who will surely win medal at the Olympics. Eighth sentence, all that glitters is not gold. Underline that glitters. Ninth sentence, he who is down fears no fall. Underline who is down. Tenth sentence, this is the reason why I have called you. Underline why I have called you. With this, we have finished our chapter and the exercises.